Have you ever asked yourself, why do I believe what I believe? Or maybe, why don't I believe in anything at all? And this is why Islam, a channel dedicated to answering the toughest questions about faith, religion, and the meaning of life. Today, I'm sharing my personal journey, a story of doubt, discovery, and certainty, and why I started this channel to explore the truth of Islam. I grew up in a Muslim family, surrounded by people who followed the religion, but for a long time, I wasn't fully connected to it. I was just going through the motions, praying, fasting, doing what everyone else did, but without asking why. Then one day, I started questioning, why am I Muslim? Is it just because I was born into it? What makes Islam true compared to other beliefs, or no belief at all? These weren't easy questions. They kept me up at night. I saw people around me living their lives, some following their desires without much thought about faith, and others rejecting religion entirely. I even had a friend at university who was an atheist. He was smart, articulate, and confident in his rejection of religion. That made me curious. Why would someone like him walk away from faith altogether? So I decided I needed to be 100% sure of my beliefs. If I'm going to follow an ideology, I have to know it's true, not just feel it's true. I couldn't just accept what I was taught without questioning it. I started digging. I watched countless videos from skeptics, atheists, and critics of religion. I read their arguments, listened to their debates, and tried to understand their perspective with an open mind. I didn't want to fall into the trap of confirmation bias. You know, that tendency we all have to only seek out information that agrees with what we already believe. I wanted to be neutral, to challenge my assumptions, and to find the truth no matter where it led me. And let me be honest, some of the arguments from atheists were compelling. They raised questions about religion that could shake anyone who isn't well informed about their faith. For example, they'd ask, how can you prove God exists? Why are there so many religions if only one is true? What about scientific discoveries that seem to contradict religious texts? These are tough questions, and I get why some people might stumble when faced with them. But here's the thing, I didn't stop at the questions. I went deeper. I studied Islamic texts, the Quran, the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the responses from Muslim scholars. I compared them with the arguments of skeptics, and what I found was eye-opening. Through my journey, I kept coming back to one core idea, Islam's concept of Tawhid, the belief in one God, with no partners, no equals. It's simple, yet profound. Even when I asked atheists, what's the most logical religion? Many would admit that Islam's emphasis on pure monotheism makes sense. It aligns with reason. If there's a universe with order and purpose, it points to a single intelligent design. Even some who reject religion altogether, people who call themselves agnostics or deists, often say they believe in a higher power, an eternal being that created everything. That's Tawhid. Islam doesn't just ask you to believe, it invites you to think, to reflect, to question. The Quran itself says, do they not reflect upon the Quran? If it had been from anyone other than Allah, they would have found within it much contradiction. Quran 4:82. Islam's answers weren't just emotional or spiritual. They were logical, philosophical, and even scientific. From the Quran's precise descriptions of natural phenomena to its unchanging message over 1400 years, I found a religion that didn't shy away from scrutiny but welcomed it. That's why I started Why Islam. This channel isn't just about preaching, it's about reasoning. It's about tackling the tough questions, the doubts, and the criticisms head on. Whether you're a Muslim looking to strengthen your faith, An atheist curious about Islam, or someone exploring life's big questions, this is the place for you. We'll dive into the arguments of skeptics and respond with logic, philosophy, and science. We'll address misconceptions, clear up doubts, and show why Islam stands as the truth. My goal isn't to force anyone to believe. It's to invite you to think critically, just like I did, and come to your own conclusions. My journey from doubt to certainty wasn't easy, but it was worth it. I found answers that satisfied both my heart and my mind. And I want to share that journey with you. So hit that subscribe button, join me on Why Islam, and let's explore the truth together. Drop a comment below. What's one question about faith you've always wanted answered? Let's tackle it in the next video. Until then, peace be upon you.